I think, well, everyone knows the environment we are facing is unprecedented complex, both from the geopolitical tensions, from the supply chain challenges, but also from the increasing macroeconomic developments. I think that the next quarter will be challenging also because of the Chinese development, but we have to prepare the company, as all our competitors do as well, for challenging times ahead.
Klaus, really nice to see you this morning, sir. Good morning. There are those in policymaker land who have got their fingers crossed that inflation is finally abating. Are you seeing any evidence of that in your business? Good morning.
Well, good morning to you as well. We are seeing still energy prices, other input factor prices at unprecedented high levels. On our side, we are doing the utmost possible to pass on these price increases to our customers. That is challenging, but we're making good progress. We need to see what happens in particular with labor costs. That will be a very interesting question for the next quarters. So again, as we said also with our guidance, we are cautious and we monitoring the situation, I would say, day by day. But I personally believe we have to prepare for a stagflation scenario. Whatever the level of inflation will remain at, maybe the peaks are behind us, but it has dramatically changed in terms of the environment.
I hear you, sir, and I'm seeing evidence, anecdotal and real evidence, of workers asking for high single-digit and low double-digit pay rounds as well. Does that sound a familiar story to you, sir? And if so, how worried are you about those labour costs?
Well, I can say for Schaeffler, we have very good relationships with our labor forces. And we will, from our point of view, do the utmost to find a good deal for our company. But it's clearly something to watch out for the next quarters to come.
It's Karen jumping in. I know you were just positive about the order intake and around e-mobility, but if I look at the numbers and compare them for the last couple of years to 2021, 2020, and even in particular 2019, they're well down. What is this flagging in terms of some of the reluctance around orders at this stage?
But I think this 2 billion order intake in the first quarter is another proof point that we are on the right track to build a successful e-mobility position. And this is in particular true because most of this order intake was from battery electric vehicles orders. So it is, for me, a very positive step that our teams that have worked hard in the last years, think about our e-motor business to build a decent market position here, are on the right track. We are more successful than expected in the first quarter, and that is something that gives me a lot of confidence for the rest of the year in that area of our business.
You've cited too the semiconductor shortage, and we've seen that impact many different industries, automotive clearly around the production levels. Is there any sense that this is getting better? Because it's been an issue that has been with us really since the pandemic. We know that the chip makers have been trying to build up more capacity. Is it starting to improve at all?
Well, I would say, as you know from us, we as Schaeffler are not so much dependent on semiconductors, but the overall supply chain situation globally is something that is concerning and that needs to be managed. And there's a short-term challenge here, but also a long-term challenge, how to best do this. And that, from my point of view, leads immediately into the question, what does sustainability mean for all of this? You may know we just signed a rare earth deal here for a European supply chain. There is fundamental change going on to adapt to this new environment that will probably more a deglobalized environment.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.